back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
I know a few of you are thinking, what the fuck happened to that Kobe Sobe review? Holy smokes, the audio cut off and all type of shit. Yeah, I'll explain at the end of the video. But first, let's get to the news. Daniel Cormier versus Volkan Oezdemir is slated for UFC 220. It's not official as the main event, you know, just in case like Conor McGregor decides to show up on the card or something like that. But this is still a pretty big fight, so there's not many fights that could really take a main event over a Daniel Cormier fight at this point, but still. It is officially set for UFC 220. Now this is interesting because Volkan Oezdemir was arrested recently, I believe in Florida, on aggravated assault charges. So we were, you know, a lot of people wondered how would that affect his fight. Would he was already scheduled to get a title fight, but whenever that happened, people wondered, would the title shot go to another person, or would he be, you know, fine in time and, you know, get this stuff cleared up in time to still be able to fight? Or how is that going to affect this, you know, fight with Daniel Cormier? And it's looking like he's still going to get the fight. I was listening to the MMA Beat and they pointed out, like, I wasn't sure if he was still going to get the fight, but whenever I listened to the MMA Beat, I kind of like didn't think he was going to, because they made some good points, and they were saying, like, you know, unless he actually like really gets this cleared up, like what happens if he wins the title and this comes back to haunt him? You know, that could be like a PR nightmare. Or what if he's, you know, leading up to the fight gets canceled because this affects him? You know, they're gonna go into fight camp and all of that. The fight, UFC 220, I believe, is in January, so we got a little over a month. So, you know, the questions are like, what happens if you set this as an official fight and then something happens on the lead up? What, are you gonna have to get a short notice replacement for Daniel Cormier? So maybe it'd just be safer with this going on to get him another opponent. Well, Volkan Ozdemir's team has came out and, of course, you know, said everything was justified, self-defense, you know, and it will all come out, and it must be going that way because he's scheduled, the UFC scheduled him in the main event of UFC 220, so that's good to see. Volkan Oezdemir is one of the hottest light heavyweight prospects right now in the division. He's knocked out 2 guys in the top 5 in his last 2 fights, undefeated in the UFC, 3-0 in the UFC, and he's beaten some of the best guys. We know Daniel Cormier is coming off of a loss to John Jones at UFC 214, which was overturned when John Jones failed for you know, a steroid drug test. He failed another drug test, stripped of his belt, got given back to Daniel Cormier. So now we got Daniel Cormier versus Volkan Oezdemir. So with that being said, I'll tell you guys a little bit about that fucking jacked up review that just happened. Bro, I was trying to tell you guys this in the video. I told y'all in the last live stream that these fucking body armors, these Kobe Sobies, are fucking delicious, and I tasted the strawberry banana one, and I didn't even want to try another one until I could like get better equipment, because I wanted to do a review on them because they're so fucking good. So the Microwaves jackass went to the convenience store and brought me back a flavor that is not strawberry banana. So he said, well, I guess you better fucking get to reviewing now, because I wanted you to try this flavor. This is the only one we haven't tried. You know, he's hyped up on these motherfuckers too. So he got me a blackout berry, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go live on the channel, do a little review. But the audio was fucked up at first. Whenever I start the stream, the audio's messed up. I fixed it, but then come to find out the cord kind of like messed up, because I told you my mic stand is fucking rickety. I need some super glue because the one they sold me was cheap as fuck. But all that being said, the audio got fucked up in that video, so the audio got fucked up in that video. But either way, didn't get to do a like actual video review, but still, I'm telling you, this fucking blackout berry tastes like a fucking unicorn took a bath, bro, and then they drained out the bath water, so the unicorn was hella clean, and then they fucking gave the unicorn another bath, a fucking bubble bath, and then they took that shit and they put that already clean unicorn bubble bath water in the ingredients of this shit with like 10% coconut water and some other shit, and it's fucking delicious. So I'm telling you guys, I am not sponsored by these guys. That's why I'm calling this shit Kobe Sobe, because to me the strawberry banana one tasted like Sobe a little bit. That's what it reminded me of, and Kobe motherfucking brought these to the UFC and shit, so these are my fucking Kobe Sobies, bro. So get you a fucking Kobe Sobe if you want to taste some deliciousness or not. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I fucking wish I was, because I could use 10 cases of this shit. But I ain't gonna buy it like that. I'm probably gonna keep buying it like a fucking degenerate, 1 bottle at a time, the expensive way. But I'm telling you, somebody find somebody to get me a sponsor. I ain't never had a sponsorship in my life. I'm kind of just talking out of my ass. But I want some fucking Kobe Shobies. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tab at in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.